guys, this is Cetra here, bringing you another fantastic video from the Cetra Nation. And first of all, two things. Sorry for any background noise, one being the computer, two being, well, my people in the living room. Also, do want to mention the fact that we haven't uploaded in a while. That's because it's been really busy. I've been getting a lot of new things. I literally just finished building the computer that I've been promising and hyping up for a while. So it's complete, it's done, and now I'm excited to bring some PC gameplay to the first Cetra. Also, another thing is that I'm still waiting on a microphone. It's also another thing. So, with all that in mind, let's get into the video. And also, actually, one more thing is that you've seen the title already, so assuming y'all like Yu-Gi-Oh! And, well, I guess I should mention this too. If y'all, pretty much I could say the majority of people who play the card game have seen the anime or read the manga. But for those who haven't read the manga, and I am not promoted by them, something I want to say maybe like as a personal thing, so I'm not being paid for this. All this is purely my opinion. I recommend buying these manga books. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh! 3-in-1 mangas. I feel if anyone's beginning to read into manga, or just beginning to read the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga in specific, I recommend getting these because it's all the series put together. Like, so volumes 1, 2, and 3 is in this one. Then I have ones that's 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 9. Right now it's all the way up to 30. There's still another one supposed to be coming out in August of 2017. So that's the rumor. But for the most part, I feel like it's good. There's plenty of them, so by the time you even finish reading them, there will be more out by then, hopefully. And if not, well then, yeah, you could buy them individually in later ones, because it's not complete yet. But I feel like this is a good way to get into the manga if you haven't read the stories. And it's a great, in my opinion, it's a great story. Not saying it's the best of the best or anything, but for the most part, I could say it's really enjoyable. And if you like the show, or play the card game and you're interested in what the story was, or just want to get a better, deeper story of the original, the manga is the best way to go. Now, as we mentioned last time when I built the unboxing, I did two things for improvements. One, got a mat. I had this mat for a while, I just didn't use it in the video, didn't think too much about it. Now I kind of regret that, but now I have a mat, and of course I bought some sleeves for some cards that are hype. Now, as you can tell, got two movie packs for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie. By now it's already long gone out of the theaters, but it was a great movie, and I'm thinking about doing a movie review on it. Not sure, but this is what I bought. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie pack Gold Edition, so it's the golden cards. There's all kinds of cards apparently you can get from here. The Legend Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, and some new monsters, of course. And it's just, hopefully, there's a lot of good cards from the series and the movie. So hopefully maybe get something good. If not, I don't know. It's always different, so that's going to be the difference between this one and the last video. I have no clue what I'm going to get. Obviously, a lot of them are supposed to be like shinies or whatever, foils, so, you know, dust the sleeves. Probably should open one sleeves right now. And if you're interested in buying sleeves, this is the best brand I can, well, I think, it's not saying it's the only brand, but in my opinion, it's the Ultra Pro brands. I like the Pro because it really works well with, you know, I guess playing on matte. It has a rough edge on the side. If you can pull one out, it's very rough, and it has a clear thing on the bottom. And then you just could get a card, simple, like I guess like this card, and you just leave them like that. And your cards are protected. Never have to worry about ruining, and you can shuffle as easy as possible. Although I'm not really gonna shuffle because it's kind of a garbage card. No offense to anyone who run Raid Raptors decks or anything like that. It's just, I don't have a purpose in that. So many of those XZ monsters, it's kind of just pointless. But anyways, we're on to the opening. So of course, I'm going to mess up this box. Not really planning to. Okay, so you're guaranteed two, I guess, shinies, or whatever you want to call them. So we have a Crystal Dragon and a Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is really cool. Really like them. Crystal Dragon's effect, for those who don't know, is once per turn during your battle step, if this card battles this turn, you can add one level 8 dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. So obviously this is good with a Blue Eyes deck, and sorry if there's a lot of glare, it's hard to see. I'm doing my best. If not, editing, you'll be able to see it like last time. Almost dropped those. So of course I'm gonna sleeve these, put this to the side, just so you know it's displayable, I guess you can say. I think another thing I would like to mention about this is that a lot of these cards are pretty good in terms of the newer ones, and then there's just bring back a lot of legendary cards. And when I mean legendary, I mean like classic cards like Dark Magician, Blue Eyes. So we have 3, so we're gonna have a total of 6. So let's see what boosters we get in this one. Well, awesome, good. Okay, so we first start with Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. It is an amazing card, amazing ritual card, I should say. It has a great effect, and for those who don't know, you can ritual summon this card with Chaos form. Must be ritual summoned and cannot be special summoned by any other ways. Cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If this card attacks a defense monster, inflict double piercing damage to your opponent. Then we have Kiwi Magician Girl, Lord Guy the Fierce Knight, Crimson Nova the Dark Cubic Lord, and Final Geese, if I said that right. So it's a pretty good booster opening for the first one. All of these are hollows, so I'm going to obviously sleeve them. Hopefully through power of editing, if this didn't come out good, I'm doing my best. So yeah, apologize. And then we get a reshot on that one again. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to sleeve these, and then we'll get to the next one. Also, just have to point out the fact that these card designs are freaking amazing. Like, I don't know who does the arts over there. I know it's always different people depending on what kind of cards and stuff, but they're always amazing. Well, okay, I can't say always amazing, but for the movie packs and stuff, they did a really great job in both the movie and in like real life, I guess. So props to whoever made the designs of these cards. You know, hopefully maybe he might see some like better job or something. Or I'm not saying it's not a good job working for Konami making the card designs, but you know, hopefully maybe could use his talents elsewhere, or maybe if he wants to do this for a living, then I guess yeah, it's good. But if not, you know, best luck to this dude. But whoever did it, beautiful. So up to the next opening, and sometimes these booster packs, I swear, man. Okay, so we have another Lord Gaia. We have the Crimson Nova Trinity Dark Cubic Lord. So for anyone who runs cubic decks, this is an amazing card to run, and I cannot mention how much this card is really powerful for it. I have Palladium Oracle Mahad. He works good with Dark Magician builds. I have not seen anyone run this card with the Dark Magician deck, or I haven't. So it's like, I don't see why not. It works great with the deck. Deep Eyes White Dragon, and Dimension Miracle. So I'm not sure what Dimension Miracle does, but hopefully y'all should be able to see it once I pull it out. So these are the cards, and like I said, if you can't see them, power of editing. Love this card though. I plan to run a cubic deck, so that's why I'm a little hyped for it. Deep Eyes, and of course Dimensional Miracle. Oh, my bad. Okay, so hopefully if y'all didn't see them, power of editing. And I guess this is one of those things, especially with my kind of camera, it's just horrible. It's not the best, and maybe soon I can get a better camera to record these kind of videos. But I really have to mention that Yu-Gi-Oh card collecting is like something I enjoy doing. So maybe I will just go ahead and buy some just for openings and stuff like that. I've heard of people using webcams, and I do have a webcam, but it's not even that good quality, and even then, I kind of don't really want to use a webcam. Although if I have to, I will, but it's not something I really want to do. But if y'all have any suggestions of what I should or shouldn't do, you know, just let me know in the comment section below, and hopefully we can get some things out organized. So yeah, so far this is what we have. Great cards, great opening. I really love the designs, as I mentioned, and it's so freaking amazing. I love cubic monsters. That's just the deck I've been wanting to run in a while. I've heard about cubic monsters before the movie. I'm gonna be honest, I'm part of the hype train, so guilty as charged. But I've never heard of cubic monsters just before the movie. So, you know, after watching it, I'm really playing them on Yugioh Pro. Just really enjoyed it. Okay, so we have Century Soldier of Stone. We have, oh my god, Endor Doom Vault of the Cubic Emperor, Magician's Defense, oh my god, I can't even say Marsh Macaron, probably butchered that name, and Crystal Avatar. So as I mentioned, pictures will be up through editing, thank God. And this is the monsters that we have right here. Like I said, editing will hopefully do it justice. Although getting the actual cards in your hand is just beautiful. Also, let me know what kind of cards y'all think is pretty good through the movie pack. Like I said, I love the cubics. Also love the blue eye support they added. So, you know, it really keeps the blue eye strong. And I am really surprised blue eyes decks have been keeping strong lately. I'm gonna make a new row, by the way. I know I've been kind of I didn't plan how I was gonna organize them. Obviously not knowing how they're gonna come, but yeah, I really do enjoy the blue eyes like support. Although it's starting to fade out a lot now, but blue eyes support was really strong. So hopefully I can't wait to see if they add anything else or something. Let me kind of move this over here, trying to keep it organized as possible. Okay, so that was the first box. Onto the second box. Now, as they mentioned, I'm not sure if it's going to be the same 2 free or it's going to be different. My understanding it's different, but it could be the same. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. Now, it's possible that it's always different, but I just happen to get the same. That's also a possibility. But yeah, they also sell these in boxes, I think for 130 bucks, I believe. So if you're interested in getting a whole box set of these things, or at least just in the booster box, that's also an option too. That's pretty much what these are. They're just booster packs, so probably the booster packs compared to the box sets. So then we'll open up the first one. So the first 2 is Yugioh the Meteor Cubic Vessel, which is the main card, in my opinion, the backbone of a cubic deck. So if you run, you need this card. Now, from my understanding, this card wasn't available for the TCG in a while. I could be wrong about that, but that's my understanding. So there's that. And then my love, my homeboy, Dark Magician. To this day, I love cubic decks, but Dark Magician is hands down my favorite card of all time. I always wanted to run a proper Dark Magician deck. I have a Dark Magician deck, but it's horrible. And you know what? I'm gonna keep this bro right here because I love him. He's homeboy, can't deny it. I just really love. So now I also have a Blue Eyes and a Dark Magician, which is Beautimus. Now, on to the first booster pack. So first, of course, we have another Kiwi Magician Girl, Lord Gaia, Celtic Guardian of Noble Arms, Dimensional Reflector, and Dimension Sphinx. So this is actually pretty nice. Look, the whole dimension thing was part of the movie. I'm surprised they didn't implement no dimension summoning. Although I haven't read some of these traps, so not possible. Maybe it's possible that you use life points to summon monsters as an effect. I don't know, but hopefully I can understand more about that, or maybe it was just movie purposes they did that. You know how the movies and shows, they kind of like, I guess, play around what the actual card does. I would love the fact that if they could just use the cards as their effect says. Like, they always do it for the main cards like Utopia, Stardust, but like side cards and like other little cards that you see like maybe in one duel in the whole show, I feel like they should just always follow what the card effect says. Hopefully with the new show they do that, but I guess it gives the writers more freedom to work with stuff, so I guess that's a thing. But it would make more sense, and I feel like people would go into the game with a better understanding of how the card game works, because I remember when I first started playing and I was little, like, it was just horrible. Like, I knew nothing about what was going on. Okay, so for the next booster pack, another Kiwi Magician, Lord Gaia, Crimson Nova the Dark Cubic Lord, which is pretty much what's gonna run that fusion monster. Metamorph Fortress, and Lemon Magician Girl. Yes, I really want a Chocolate Magician Girl because I know it runs great with Dark Magician decks. But yeah, so once again, another Liu Kiwi. I'm pretty sure you've seen this card 100 times by now. Lord Gaia, of course, him. Crimson Nova, I think I had him before over here. But you need 3 of these at least to really run that deck, or to at least summon him. that Metamorphotress, and Lemon Magician Girl. Don't know her effect right off the top of my head. I don't know a lot of these cards' effect off the top of my head because I never really took the time to study, except like the cubic cards. But like the cubic decks don't run a lot of these cards, just the cubic monster and the fusion. So, and obviously Yugioh, which is like the backbone. But I really love how a lot more support and the light went off. Hello guys, sorry about that. Hopefully it'll be good now. Battery's flowing still low, so I'm gonna just open this last pack right now. So let's hopefully get something really good. I'm really crossing my fingers. Dark Horizon. We have Pandemic Dragon, Century Soldier of Stone, Cubic Rebirth. Oh yeah, and ooh, yes, I've been trying to get this card for the longest time. Well, you know, for my packing, I should say. But yes, Gandor X, the Dragon of Demolition. And its effect is when this card is normal or special summoned from the hand, you can destroy as many monsters on the field as possible. And if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the highest attack on the field among those destroyed monsters. Your choice if tied. This card attacks become equal to the damage inflicted to your opponent by this card effect. Once per turn during your end phase, have your life points. Now, in terms of a card effect, that's okay. But in terms of just collecting, it's a really nice card to collect. Yeah, sorry about that. And hopefully, it's just, wow, that's really nice. I'm glad I got those pool. Hopefully, maybe soon, I will bring a deck build of the Cubic deck. Although, it's not going to be the greatest deck build because Cubic monsters aren't really the strongest decks. Like remember, I'm not really a in terms of competition, I'm not a hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh fan. In terms of just liking the series, liking the show, liking the card game, I love it. I really do love Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm just not probably the person you want to look for if you're looking to making, I don't know, like first place regionals or something. You know, I have gone to regional tournaments, I have played tournaments, I still play tournaments, I just don't do very well in them. And that's because, one, because sometimes I bring the wrong decks, or two, is that I just don't take it seriously. Like, I like to have fun with it. Now, when I'm at school, yeah, I'm always winning, but in terms of just, like, tournaments, I get my butt whooped because a lot of people take this card game really seriously. Not saying it's wrong with that, and, you know, and it's totally cool, and for those that do, give you props because y'all build some of the greatest decks, but I just don't see myself doing it because it's just, not that it's a lot of work, but that I feel like maybe I just don't have the time, the money, and the resources because some of those decks are not cheap. So yeah, these are all the cards that came with it. They're really great, and I highly recommend you pick up one of these packs. And probably should have never done that, but do highly recommend you pick up one of these packs, booster boxes, however you want to get your hands on them. But they come with great cards, and especially if you're building some of these decks, retro legacy decks, or some of the newer cards, you know, there are some great pools you can get. I'm so freaking happy I got Gandor X. I've been trying to get this card for a while. Cubic Rebirth was another card I was loving to get. Obviously, any of these Cubic monsters. Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, yes. And some of the redesigns of both Blue Eyes and Dark Magician. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button real good. And sorry I'm moving all late, and yeah, sorry. But smash that like button real good. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And as always, keep it real in the Cetra Nation.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you?